Backrooms Fandom Group, Republic of Aurielle, Part 1. Aurielle, officially the Republic of Aurielle, is a group found in a variety of levels within the Backrooms. Proclaiming itself as an independent nation, which names its settlements towns or cities, its population stands between 55,000 and 55,934,000, making it among the largest groups. A sizable portion of its population lives in Volcris, the group's largest capital and largest city, followed by Vilius, Prospero, and Silita. Aurielle's official and most spoken language is Argh-ree-el, but English and other languages are commonplace. Modern Auriellan lands were settled various decades ago, but the first recorded organized state and basis of contemporary Aurielle was established on October 19, 1921, being the Principality of Persa Uisa. It was formed after a conglomerate of small factions unified under one banner, and it was the site of the formation of the modern-day cultures of Aurielle militarism and unity. Under Anderson-el, Aurielle reached its territorial peak. He also addressed the LOTG incident and led Persa to victory through the 3 Syrian Wars. Persa was ultimately disbanded due to Silasander's resignation and subsequent schism to take the throne. A period of nomadic endeavors followed the collapse of Persa, characterized by internal strife to reunify Persa, the most successful of which, the Commune of Independent Persian States, was repressed by the raiders, as an enactment of revenge from the Syrian Wars. In 1961, Leo Minori was formed, entering into a unique era of technology, trade, and scientific greatness, which led the group growing to becoming a semi-influential body within the political landscape of the Backrooms. The period ended following the Sagittani uprising that led to its dissolution. The former Leo Minori areas were then contested and divided by numerous emerging organizations until the Eastern Federation embarked on a period of expansionism and unification efforts. Istera fell after a disastrous counteroffensive that led to its surrender against a coalition formed to oppose Istera's expansionism. Remnants of the Isterian government relocated and became part of the Backrooms colonists, where they established a colony in level 479 for a brief period of time before an abrupt failure, cutting communication stations with Central Command left them to leave the colony. The former Isterian leaders stumbled upon Erisa in level 339 and eventually won the elections, which would launch the Vistican Wars. The Republic of Aurielle was officially formed in 1975 with the Common Unity Act. The early Auriellan state aligned itself with scientific ideals, mainly due to wishes to distance itself from the Vistican Wars, working with ideas of revolutionizing and fastening technological development within the Backrooms as an attempt to thrive within it in the future. In 1984, the country experienced the Antlian Revolution, which set forth a period of increased militarism under Sebastian Solsti. The Nederlandsche War, which led to the annexation of Antlian lands, gave way to the K.I.D. plan, which preceded events such as the AAC incident. The Lust-Ruger-Kreschen War, caused after the AAC incident, led to a 9-year-long occupation by Meg, Antlia, and the Confederation of Level 154, and subsequent violence against the occupant powers. A 19-year conflict for the liberation of Aurielle was launched and reinstated the Republic with additional territorial gains, after which several cultural changes solidifying Auriellan militarism were integrated. It became a founding member of the Volcris Strategic Economical and Security Accord. Aranet Matlion's election as president began a shift in foreign policy that saw Aurielle actively involved in foreign conflicts, expanding Aurielle's sphere of influence. A developed country with an advanced economy, Aurielle is a federal state with some of the largest amount of GDP, the largest defense spending, and one of the largest manufacturing industries in the Backrooms. It plays a significant role in international affairs due to its position as a superpower. Aurielle is a founding member and de facto leader of the V-CISA, alongside numerous other international organizations and forums. They have a considerable architectural and technological sector, especially in military systems. The name of Aurielle is frequently interpreted as being a combination of the Argh-ree-el words gold and land, arum and lemon respectively, with some adjustments. This is thought to be inherited from the golden lands of level 339, where Volacris resides. Another interpretation is that the name Aurielle means country or unity in Creole Aurielle, Calvelem. Early history. The earliest predecessor of Aurielle is the Principality of Persa Uisa, which was established on October 19, 1921, in level 40, according to the located Declaration of Formation, Creole Aurielle, though previous states prior to Persa Uisa most likely existed due to the linguistics of Aurielle. With the foremost motive of exploring and understanding the backrooms, it is the inception of some modern-day cultural practices present within Aurielle, mainly its warrior and expansionist culture. Persa Uisa slowly expanded through the backrooms, though logistics led to major complications when establishing new bases. In 1922, the Prince of Persa Uisa, Sepsunel, ordered the controversial cessation of further exploration attempts to focusing on improving and bettering living conditions in established bases. Heightened public enthusiasm for exploration led to riots and mass rallies in opposition to the change. As public pressure, advisorial guidance, and increased threat of assassination mounted, the prince was forced to revert the changes and ordered for the colonization and exploration of the backrooms to resume. Following Sep's death, Aurielle was sworn in as the new prince. Considered the sauveur d'Aurielle by Aurielle historians, he allowed for Persa to reach its territorial and influential peak. From 1924 to the 1930s, Ander introduced an extensive, aggressive, and expansionist policy and military campaign that led to the rapid and exponential growth of Persia. During this period, Level 107 and its inhabitants were discovered by the Persian expeditionary teams. They would be spared from colonial rule due to fear of sanctions, beginning the long and close Aurielle and Cascaden allyship. Expansionism continued up until the mid to late 1930s after the LOTG incident, where several domestically produced LOTG MA2 communication devices in established bases spontaneously combusted. The incident led to public attitude towards exploration souring. Simultaneously, the Raiders, a now defunct group based in Level 1, attacked a Persa Uisan colony in the level, initiating the Syrian Wars. The Syrian Wars were comparably diminished to future conflicts Aurielle would participate in. However, it was a major kickstarter for contemporary Aurielle militarism. Additionally, they determined the existence of Aurielle. The Syrian Wars incorporated 3 separate wars, with the Second Syrian War being the most brutal. The push towards Persia's capital, Argh-ree-el, in level 213 by the Raiders, led to the legendary Nomadic Period story, whereby, allegedly, Aurielle managed to meticulously survive 21 straight minutes of constant attacks by the Raiders before leading a counterattack. While the story has been considered inaccurate and exaggerated, the tale has remained popular in Aurielle due to its wide usage as a popular slogan and propaganda poster in the Korthi-Cassian War. The Syrian Wars eventually ended in 1940 with a Persian victory. The specific accord that was signed to end the war was the Treaty of Manastor. Aurielle later died, a national hero from the Hydrolatus plague, 2 years later, which he had caught in an expedition to level 37. Silas Ander became the new prince after Sunel's death. Silas was inexperienced and unapt for the position, as he lacked knowledge in foreign, internal, economic, and leadership skills. In June 1942, the first Persian colony fell as a result of poor logistical handling, which marked the decline of Persa Uisa. Popular opinion remained indecisive on the new leader as the nation was still recovering from the LOTG incident, and communication was gradually being reopened. Throughout the following weeks, major colonies would be affected by the poor logistics, causing widespread unrest and protests demanding government action. Public pressure eventually led to Silas announcing his resignation. The political system of Persa Uisa did not account for the resignation of a prince, meaning there was no substitute or vice prince to replace his position. Persa Uisa remained without leadership until its eventual collapse after a schism to seize power caused the diaspora out of the capital. Nomadic Period. After the incident and subsequent collapse of Persa, remnants of the government reunified the remaining territories of Old Persa with varying degrees of success, though a majority of members effectively became refugees or proclaimed their own sovereign group. But a majority of Persans became nomads, wandering from location to location. During this period, many attempts to reunify Persa were perpetrated, most notably of which was the Commune of Independent Persian States, SIPS, established by the Persian National Security Assembly in the Persian Novgorod area. The unitary commune consolidated vast amounts of previously Persian territories, though in the wake of their expansion, the raiders would plunge them into a continuation of the Syrian wars. SIP's considerably weaker military led to its capitulation in 1949. Most civilians fled, while others remained to engage in prolonged asymmetrical warfare.